Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Ross. Guys, I just want to give a special thank you to Dr. Ross for always being so accommodating for us. I want to say available to us. She's not necessarily there. She's just accommodating. We need her. She comes to the rescue. So I want to give her a special thanks for all that she does for us in Akana. So my name is Margaret Dorsey. I'm the proud mom of two sons and a new grandson who will shortly be 16 months old. I'm a Ruby director with Akana, and Akana means in the name of God. I'm very excited to share some very valuable information with you tonight. So I want you to realize that repetition is the mother of learning, and we are glad to have you here, whether it's your first time or your 100th. Now, we just finished the holidays, but guys, we did so much. We had Black Friday, we had Small Business Saturday, we had Cyber Monday. We ran our specials all week long, and they're still hot on the website. So please go on our website, whoever invited you, and even for distributors, and grab some more of those nicely discounted products that we are offering up until I think midnight Friday. And if that's different, Dr. Roz will let us know by text. I mean, not by text, by email.
I to talk to you because I never delve into that. I never delve into the finance aspect of the.
Okay. So let me ask Bernadine if you can open. Did you see when I moved that black bar up? Do you see that I'm moving it?
No, I don't see any movement of the black bar.
Okay, because it blocks my wording, and I didn't know if when I moved it, if you guys saw it, so I can go right ahead and do what I wanted to do.
Yes, ma'am. No, we cannot see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. So the health crises we're ignoring, guys. So we are kind of one of the new things we have a beautiful new plugger. Some people call it postcards, but we're identifying the health crises that we're several of the health crises that we're ignoring. One of them is heart disease. Another one is cancer. Another one is diabetes and a shortened lifespan. So as it relates to heart disease, we're going to talk about that a bit in our presentation tonight. Cancer, we know that by 2030, colon cancer is going to be the #1 killer, guys, and that's what we're eating. So we're going to talk about that. Diabetes, look at the baby giving himself a shot. So we know our kids are being bombarded with predatory advertisements on their kiddie shows, and then they're causing them to want to eat foods that are not good for them. Even when you know you want to give them something better, they're being inundated with the messages to eat things that are not good for them. So thereby they're getting diabetes at alarming numbers. And some countries don't even allow this advertising to happen. But in the United States, our kids are just getting bombarded, and we're showing early diabetes. Then, of course, a shortened life. Some third world countries live longer even than we do, and we're supposed to be such a developed country. So, guys, these are the crises that we're ignoring, that we're going to be talking about on behalf of Akana. The problem in the United States has been one of the comments that have been put together by our CEO, Melissa Boston. It's called chewicide. We're digging our graves with our fork. And so what we're looking at is that in our original diet, we had a variety of vegetables, plants, and fruits from the garden. They were free of pesticides and other chemicals, and we ate like that. Just naturally go out in the yard, get your food, bring it back in, and cook. So now look at our new diet. It consists of fast foods, which we can get from restaurants on every corner of our communities. And so we're eating fried food, processed foods, depleted of nutrition, which is starving the body and making us, guess what, overeat. That actually is, this food is being developed to the point where it makes you eat more of it. Isn't that awful? So the silent killer, in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. So how many of you knew about someone or know someone who unexpectedly died from a heart attack? And did you know that heart attacks are about 90% preventable? So about 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. The damage is done, but the person is not aware of it per the CDC. So guys, lots of us are beginning to understand that what the conditions are, what to look for, and we're beginning to do better. And that's a part of what Arcana is bringing to the table. So here's an alarming number that our 14 to 16-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. And this blockage is due directly to the amount of processed and fast foods that they have been eating their entire lives, which is also what we were talking about, which has led to diabetes for them. So do you know and so let me ask you this question. Do you know the significance of the age 45 for African Americans? Okay, our chances of dying from heart disease increases by 50% when we reach the age of 45. That is not a good stat. So our arteriosclerosis levels. Now what we're looking at here are arteries. A nice optimal artery is nice and clean. You can see the blood is going to flow through there. The outer wall is nice and firm. When you see the plaque begin to build up in the borderline, so then that's when cholesterol and whatnot is beginning to take effect. When you have high plaque, your arteries are now beginning to get clogged up, and you see how this circular amount of the plaque is just completely in there inside of your arteries. And then here's a totally blocked artery. You are 2 times more likely to die from heart disease. And so a lady told me recently that she has a stent. So guys, we know that what the stent does is just puts the area open for the blood to flow through, but it doesn't get rid of that that plaque and buildup that's in there. And some of that is reversible. And we have had some information, some work. Some of our products have proven to show that you can reverse some of that heart disease, some of the arteriosclerosis. So what is our vision? As I was saying before, Arcana is really seriously about trying to help people get some of this information. So our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive, creating healthier, wealthier, and more resilient communities. Through our blood type campaign, we're empowering millions of families to discover their blood type and embrace our 5 steps to generational health. A simple personalized roadmap, generational health, which is a simple personalized roadmap to wellness. By fostering these habits, we aim to break the cycles of disease and poverty, building a foundation of generational health and prosperity for families worldwide. That is our vision. What a big vision. So we have 5, there are 5 reasons we want to, 5 reasons why these problems impact our communities, and we want to address these problems. Number 1, there's a lack of understanding about the blood types. Your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. And guys, we're going to talk a lot more about blood types and the eating and the reason why you need to know what your blood type is and to eat for it. So Arcana is committed to helping 1 million families learn their blood type. We are on a mission to create generational health. We want to thank Mom Mitchell for the slogan. She has talked about generational health in her family, and we have adopted it in Arcana. And I do want to share with distributors right now that we now have a contact and tracking sheet on the Arcana app under resources for you to use to turn in your monthly contacts by sending them to tracking@arcana.com. Check it out. So if you go to your app, go under resources, you're going to find the download that you can get to start tracking your contacts. And so we will be talking about that more as distributors, but I just wanted you guys to know we are on the move for getting our count together. So there are 4 blood types. Your blood type, which is an A, B, O, or an AB, is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA. And guys, the more we learn about this, the more we're finding out how accurate some of this, the blood type eating and information is turning out to be. So look at this. So the blood types explain. For A, equals agrarian. They are nature's vegetarians thriving on farming and cooperative living with inventive, adaptive, and community-focused traits. We're going to talk about traits and behaviors based on blood type too. B equals balance. They adapted to harsh climates and diverse populations, harmonizing the mind's tensions with immune system demands. And then blood type O, which I am, O is an old blood. The oldest blood type evolved as hunters and gatherers with strong survival instincts and a fierce immune system. And then AB is the modern. That's the rarest blood type emerging from the union of type A and type B, embodying complexity and adaptivity. So what we're finding also, guys, is that not only does your blood type give you a sense of what you should eat, the composition of your blood system, it also identifies your personality. And we also identify the fact that there are certain exercises that are better for the different blood types. So you want to actually also get into that so you can get the best type of blood type, the best type of workout for yourself based on your blood type. Look at this. Your blood type is the key to your body's entire immune system. It controls the influence of viruses, bacteria, infections, chemicals, stress, and the entire assortment of invaders and conditions that might compromise your immune system. So we now understand that during the pandemic, blood type O was the most resistant to COVID virus, and that people with blood type A and B had a weaker immune system, which caused more issues for them. Had we known the difference, the blood type A could have boned up on some of their immunity against the virus. So eating right for your blood type can strengthen your immune system. Also, people deficient in vitamin D, we have found out, which is a lot of our community, also did poorly during the pandemic. So guys, these are just some basic information that will help us to fight off some of the diseases and infections that are floating around just because we live because we live. Your blood type, the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint. So if you look at the first picture, that person is food is being properly digested and eliminated. You're supposed to eat and eliminate. You look at the third picture, it shows obvious undigested foods and waste being stored in the midriff. It has been stated that we can have up to 8 undigested meals in our bodies at one time. And if your midriff is beginning to look like that, that's probably what's happening. Your body, your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat, and if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. So that's where some of the weight gain comes from, guys. And we are going to be able to do something about that. So eating against your blood type. When we eat foods containing protein lectins that are incompatible with our blood type antigen, the lectins target an organ or bodily system and begin to agglutinate blood cells in that area for disposal. We create highly carcinogenic substances in our body when we regularly consume foods that are high in lectins or animal protein. So what happens with that is the healthy foods, the foods that you see crossed out in the bottom of there is the kind of, it's not the type of food that we want to eat. So one of the things that I came across on our app is that Dr. Roz has a series of videos that are called Do You Know What You're Eating? This is some outstanding information that you should know about. Guys, if you go and you take a look at that, it describes so many of the products that we buy every day in the store and what it is that we think we're getting and actually what we're getting. So that's some very powerful and important information. So our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. So when we come out and our body is nice and healthy, we have 95% of toxins are sloughed off by the body, which means that you're eliminating them. when you eat, and then they just come out of your body. But then 5% of those lectins still are filtered into the bloodstream regardless, where they react and destroy red and white blood cells. And so what we want to do is understand that the healthier your body is, the more you're going to be able to slough this off, but it decreases in effectiveness over time. So we want to help the body be able to do better with getting these toxins and waste out of us. So the consequences of eating against your blood type. We have a thing called a gluten. It's a clumping of bacteria or red cells when held together by antibodies. The pressure then in the artery causes the break, and that creates either a stroke if it goes to the brain or a heart attack if it goes to the heart. And guys, so that's where we want to get these arteries nice and clean and flowing so that we can get some of this plaque and build up out of our bodies. So learn your blood type. This is our goal, to help 1 million families learn their blood types to create generational health. That is what we are about. So we want you to break the generational cycle. And guess what? The power is in your hands. And how did you do that? The best element to breaking the cycle is for families to learn their blood type, to eat right. It's really a very simple, interesting thing. So what happens if they give me the wrong blood? It could kill me, right? Especially me. I'm a blood type O. And a blood type O is a universal donor for all blood types, but O can only take in blood type O blood, or they could die, or we could die. Before surgeries and births, mostly doctors identify blood type of the patient for that reason. Otherwise, they're very reluctant to tell you what your blood type is. And we are experiencing that quite a bit. We're trying to help people learn what their blood type is. So if you eat the wrong food, it could slowly be killing you. And the key word here is slowly. As we age, we experience more of the effects of eating against our blood type. So guys, that's why as we get older, we are actually going to be forced pretty much to take a much better care of ourselves, because our body is not able to help us as much as it was previously. So here's a sample avoid list. So remember, one person's food is another person's poison. This is the sample list of foods considered toxic for the various blood types. So for blood type A, we know tomatoes. We don't know, but we're finding out that tomatoes, bananas, meat of pretty much any sorts they can have, turkey, but the lamb and the beef is not for blood type A. White potatoes of all things, shrimp is another thing that's not good for blood type A. Blood type B, chicken. I mean, how many people eat chicken and then just don't realize it? And that's just one of the staples that are in our communities. But if you're blood type B, it's not good for you. Avocado, another, what do we think, vegetable that is good for us. Black beans, shrimp, and crab. That's not good for blood type B. And I always talk about my son at that point because he's blood type B and I've been helping him. Blood type O, catfish is not good for us. Avocados, oranges of all things, and then white wine. And as I say, the red wine is fine. And then cashews. I had someone tell me today they're blood type O and they love cashews. I said, okay, well, we're going to see how we're going to get you to change that up for something else. Then AB, there's a combination of A and B foods to avoid. So there's the chicken, there's the bananas, there's the black beans, there's the avocado and the shrimp. So, but the A and Bs have actually been very good at balancing out through vegetarian, vegan eating, and some alternative eating that they have. We've seen them do pretty well as a blood type A and B. And you'll see this book that was released in 1996. And one of the things that it says in the introduction of this book is your blood type is the key that unlocks the door to the mysteries of health, disease, longevity, physical vitality, and emotional strength. It determines your susceptibility to illness, which foods you should eat, and how you should exercise. Think about that. And I also heard that this gentleman, who actually is from Chicago, that wrote this book, is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for writing this book, guys. And so we need to look into that and realize that this information is out there. It's real, it's solid. And so just look at the introduction and what it's sharing with us. And so why am I just learning that food impacts my blood cells based on blood type? That's a very good question. So if it isn't taught in medical school or created by big pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States. So we know that our country controls the flow of certain information to make money for a chosen few. However, Akana is here to share the good news. Eating right for your blood type is a game changer for you and for your family's health. So that is what we are here, guys, to help you get the information that's not been readily shared. Because big business equals profits over people. So it's that bottom line. I heard some news today about a whole discussion about this. I won't go into the politics, but one thing about cigarettes, which has been a surprise to me, was the revealing of the fact that secondhand smoke was more dangerous for people than the people that were smoking. And they actually banned cigarette smoking. And so that was really interesting that the Big Pharma actually went and helped us. But they were forced by the public when we realized that this situation was going on. Trans fats that were like in margarine was barred, but it's still, people can buy margarine. That's not what you should be eating. 5G cell phones, the towers are in our communities, and those communities that have those towers are beginning to find out that it's creating a new type of type 3 diabetes, which where did that come from? And then for the GMOs, we know that genetically modified food is convenient, but it's not good for you. So we want to stop getting away from GMOs. And then milk. You got milk that was completely false advertisement for the public that went on for years and years. And many of us still drink milk and believe in its health benefits for us, which is not really that good for us. So what countries adhere to the blood type philosophy? We have talked about the fact that the book that came out in 1996 was actually Japan took that book, adopted it into its society, and started using it for even for compatible relationships. They used it for employment. And so they started using the blood type, and their society embraced it. And then what happened in the United States? Not so much. Okay. US didn't embrace the book. And they are also very reluctant to even talk to us about what our own blood type is. So then look at the life expectancy based on just something, the fact of adopting blood type eating into your life. The Japanese or Japan is the first number one in mortality. Their people live to at least ages 84.6 years as the Japanese. In the United States, we're ranked 50th in life expectancy. And our average age of living is 76 for Americans. And then if you're African American, it dropped to 71.8 years. And so those are not good stats, guys, for us here in America. So what happens by following the blood type diet? And anecdotal evidence shows that millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood types practices. You can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, and cleanse the body of toxins and unhealthy fats. So guys, just think about that this is simple. And we have tons of evidence and reports from this. And once people adopt it, it's really a very simple way to help yourself quite a bit. So that was number one in terms of one of our remedies and what we're looking at as some of the problems. The second one is dangerous levels of oxidation. So put some bananas out, let them stay out, you're going to see they're going to rot. Same thing with putting bolts out. The oxidation is going to rust the bolts, and this is what they're going to turn out. That's kind of what's happening inside our bodies. So researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting older are due to oxidation. So we have so how do you address oxidation with antioxidants. Okay, so fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. And guys, look at the variety, the berries and the fruit and the vegetable, dark chocolate, the nuts. So we have foods that you can eat that are really going to help you with that antioxidation. And so there are some of that are pictured here. I see the broccoli too. So the third area we're going to talk about is omega-3 deficiency. So omega-3 is essential, which means that the body does not make it. So we have to give it to the body. When we have a deficiency in omega-3, you have increased risk of heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and high blood pressure, increased risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia. It accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease. Your metabolic health is really kind of jacked up. It contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome, which is where we showed the gentleman with the big round stomach. Like if your circumference of your stomach for men is over 40, then you are in the metabolic syndrome area. For women, it's 35 inches. So you get that from having a lack of omega-3. It contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. And that's not from drinking alcohol, guys. This is from what we eat and the lack of omega-3. Immune function, it weakens the immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections. And it increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fracture and a higher risk of complications, especially in older adults. So that's why we're always so careful for our seniors not to fall, because if they are, their chances of falling and breaking something is very, very easy. The fourth area we're going to look at is an unhealthy gut. 70% of our immune system is in our gut, which is also called our microbiome. So gut issues arise when our diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics and prebiotics. Guys, that is so key. And the older I get, the more I actually am beginning to understand that and how to address that. And of course, being an accountant has helped quite a bit with that understanding. So signs of gut issues, you have digestive issues, you have a weakened immune system, you have malabsorption going on, your body's not absorbing its nutrients, you have nutritional deficiencies, you have inflammation, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalances, and autoimmune conditions. That's, guys, from your unhealthy gut. And what I wanted to say about there is that there is a lot of research that supports this. And so you want to look into the microbiome and start beginning to understand why it's necessary to clean up your gut. And then number 5 is a parasite invasion. So we have, if you, the parasites eat up the nutrients in our bodies. So if you eat meat, you have parasites which need to be eliminated. Even if you are vegan or vegetarian, your vegetables have insects on them that lay eggs. So be sure to thoroughly wash your fruits and vegetables. And then people during our cleanses have reported eliminating parasites through their stool from a variety of sizes. So chronic infections and inflammation come from the parasites. They see in some autopsies that parasites are invading people's organs, brains, lungs, and liver. And then for mental health, parasites in the brain cause depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. And I like to tell a story about Robert Kennedy Jr., who said that they found a worm in his brain. Guys, that might be possible. So if we're looking at this information for what it's giving us now. So then what are the solutions? Okay, what is the solution? So we have 5 steps to generational health, and I kind of has designed our 5 steps to generational health, and we are going to explore them now. So what I want to share with you is our disclaimer. Our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results vary, and that's on for anything, guys. Some people's bodies take really quickly to some things, and some people's bodies just resist it. And so what you want to do is take the time out to find out what really works for you, even when you're doing more nutritional products and like that. So do you know your blood type? This is my favorite question. Your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. So if you know your blood type, just go on and throw it in the chat. I don't necessarily get to see the chat while I'm trying to maneuver everything at the same time, but if you can throw it in there, I'll take a look a little bit later and see who we have, what is the majority, and generally is blood type O. That's the biggest group. It's blood type O. Then we go to blood type B, next largest group, A, and then AB is generally the smallest amount of people that have that blood type. So number 2, learn what's best for you. Food that heals one can harm another. Your blood type, your food, your health, your legacy. So we're going to talk about this beautiful young lady. This is one of our top producers, Ernestine Davis. We're going to talk about her a little bit later, but I'm so happy to see her wonderful results and her holding our products in her hand. So number 3, purchase the kit that works best for your goals. Now, some people have, like I said before, the body works differently. Some people have the luxury of personal goals, and some people are forced to deal with health goals brought to their attention, usually by crises. Either way, we have a kit and a plan just for you. So for for number 1, our blood type starter kit includes a mild detox to support the liver and gastrointestinal system. This is designed to help you kickstart your journey to generational health. So we have 2 options for our blood type starter kit. Option 1, which is $59.95, it has the blood type test in it. That's in the red packet. We have the bitters tea. We have the detox meal plan. We have the sample meal replacement shake. We get you a sample of our fuel. And then we have the individual digital download, digital blood type download. Guys, that's our starter kit. We are very proud of this kit because we're learning that people sometimes need to start small and specifically so that they can begin to understand and grow to the next level. So, but your second option is if you already know your blood type, you can get everything from in the same starter kit minus the blood type kit. And then it's $10 less, that's $49.95. And so we're finding that some people know their blood type, but they've never heard about blood type eating. And that has been a really good thing for us to help people begin to understand you know your blood type now, there's something you can do very beneficial for yourself by knowing that. So first, what we specifically understand is that people really need to detox. And so first, detox your blood cells. The bitters can be a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox, primarily due to their impact on digestion and liver function. Here's how they work. They boost your digestion by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential. Guys, we have to give the body something to shake up all of that gook and garbage and whatever's in there and start moving it out. It regulates the appetite and regulate the appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy food. We need that. Support the liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the body. That's what we were talking about, the non-alcoholic syndrome for your liver. That's because you have those toxins in it. The bitters tea will help you to eliminate that. It eliminates fat-soluble toxins through the digestive system. It alkalizes the body and reduces inflammation, which I know I need. And it improves the microbiome, guys, once again, the gut, by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria. So that means that our bitters tea is active. It's not just going in there and just pushing stuff out. It's actually building up and regenerating the body again. So hence enter our flat belly fuel. We have it in cocoa berry fusion, and now we have it in vanilla bliss. And it's been formulated to address the 5 areas that we just talked about. It's good for all blood types. It's good for all blood types. It helps with your antioxidant protection, guys, which we just said we need. It has the omega fat acids 3, 6, 7, and 9. So it's fully developed for you for your omegas. And it helps with that gut health because now you're getting your prebiotics, your probiotics, and your fiber. And it helps you to eliminate the parasites. So this one product can give you what you need for your body to reset itself, to refurbish itself, to restore itself, and get rid of the waste, because that's one of the things that we need to do is get these parasites and toxins out of the body. So number 2, we have a flat belly 7-day starter. So this package, and guys, we've been doing this for a while. The 7-day is very popular with many of us. This package provides a quick, powerful refresh designed to jumpstart your journey to health. This nutrient-packed program helps cleanse your digestive system, boost energy, and shed up to, can you imagine this guy's 10 pounds in 1 week? Leaving you feeling lighter and revitalized. It's the perfect option for those seeking a short-term commitment with transformative results. So you get the Purifier, which is our liquid colonic full body cleanse. That's a tea, guys, and you wash out your system with that. The Eliminator, what was it doing? Removing the parasites and reduces the mucus. And the Regenerator, we're restoring the body with our superfoods, fiber, and prebiotics. So this person actually dropped those pounds. I forget how many pounds dropped. 10 pounds in 7 days. And so that gentleman did that. These are not paid actors. We actually know these people who have made these transformations.
Margaret, this is Bernadine. I was just saying, that's my aunt. And she,
Okay, but I'm not familiar with the belly.
yeah.
And so I couldn't see it. So that's your aunt?
Yeah,
And
that's
that was
Vanessa McNeil. She's also a distributor.
excellent. Well, thank you for sharing
You're
that with us,
welcome.
because I'm looking at the belly and I'm going, and then when I go to the next slide, I'm like, but that's the belly I was thinking about, and that was the gentleman who did the 21-day cleanse. Oh, okay. My sister is cooking in my house. Let me put the mic on just for a second so that I can help her.
Hey, Patrice, you're muted, but if you can unmute just for a second while we wait.
Okay, I'm back, guys.
Oh, okay. I was going to have Patrice give a quick testimony on the fuel because she had it yesterday for the first time, but that's okay.
Who was that?
Patrice.
Oh, she can go ahead. Right ahead.
I think she's muted. Let me see if I can ask her to unmute. She may not be able to, but that's okay. I was just doing it while you were. Oh, Patrice?
Uh-huh.
I just wanted you to give a quick testimony about what you thought about the fuel yesterday, the shake.
I was just sitting here wondering, should I drink the other one?
Yes, ma'am.
But normally I would munch all throughout the day. I just didn't have the urgency to eat anything today. I think that's a good thing because I'm a junk food eater.
It cut that appetite.
Yeah.
She had the bitters, 4 ounces of bitters this morning too, Margaret.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm loving it. Thank you. Thank you for that share. And that's a brand new, guys, our fuel is new. So we're actually getting new testimonies on it. We're seeing the reactions that people are having, the firmness. I mean, I've been on it for like two and a half months now. The firmness that's coming in from just drinking a meal replacement shake. So because it has the ingredients, the organic ingredients that we need in it, to do the things that we're talking about. So thank you for that, Patrice. And yeah, go drink your other one. I don't know if I'm supposed to say, yeah, you're supposed to drink it. So there you go. So number 3, guys, let's look at our Flat Belly 21-day reset. The 21-day raw cleanse is a complete system reset for those facing more intensive health challenges or seeking deeper transformation. This program helps detoxify your body, restore balance, and promote significant weight loss. Imagine this, of 8 to 25 pounds in 3 weeks. I'm going to try to not go ahead of the concept. While building a foundation for lasting health, it's the ultimate choice for achieving profound physical and mental renewal. And guys, remember we talked about a 4-day is a beginner's for you. It really just gets you started. 7 days gives you more of a refresh. And then 21-day is a reset. And as it's stated, if you have more serious problems or a gut that looks like what Billy had on day 1, and then in 30 days, he lost 30 pounds in 21 days. Those are the kind of results that you want. And that's what we would recommend to that person. So you have the purifier, which is what we had in the other 7-day, but you have 3 purifiers in this 21-day. You have a larger pack of the eliminator and then a larger bag of the regenerator because you're going to need it for 21 days. And then here you go. This offer ended, unfortunately, on November 30th, but we have coming soon hemp Govi, and we are going to talk about our product that's coming soon later, but we have something in store for folks to help them do much better. So look at this, guys. This is our Ernestine Davis, who is 63 years young. This was a contest that she won. She went 3rd or 4th place in this. There were some 17-year-olds, some 21-year-olds, some 45-year-olds, and it's for 2 years ago, I think she did this, or a year or so ago. She was 61 when she did this. So she says, switching to foods tailored to my blood type helped me lose belly fat, improve my digestion, and achieve 4th place in a bikini contest at 63. So this is at her age when she was 63 years young. So we want to tout that on behalf of Ernestine, because she is our poster lady for just being with it and actually look at that stomach, taking going all the way in, guys, and using our products. Then like what, about 6 weeks ago, Ernestine at 63, and then this is Karen Carruthers, and this is Dr. Yakima Palmer, who is just turned 50, ageless health. So it starts with your blood type. And what we're continuing to say, that these are real people. These are not, actors, paid actors coming on. We know each one of these people, and we've seen their transformation. So we know that it's possible. And there is a boot camp that is starting in January under Ernestine Davis. And so if you want more information about that, get with the person who invited you so that you can join that group if you would like to see some transformations like that. Then, of course, we had Tanisha. She lost 15 pounds in 21 days. And guys, what you really see is a lot of this in your midriff. So that's what we noticed, because what have we been talking about is the gut. And that's where that waste is being stored. And we're just carrying that stuff around. So this is her 21 days later, 15 pounds down. And how many dress sizes in inches. Then we have another 21-day result. Bernadine, if you know, Bernadine, if you know who this person is, you can give me that person's name too, because I am not familiar just with the physiques. But day 1, this is what their belly looked like. 21 days later, here are the results, guys. And that is just these are real results. And that's dangerous to have that kind of weight in your midriff. And then we have a full set of 21-day results. I know that that's Crystal Robinson up there where I'm pointing the pointer. And then I just don't remember people's names other than this young boy right here. I know he came in for 21 days and just lost weight so fast. And he said it saved his life. And of course, Minister Mooney said he was carrying 2 babies and he got rid of them on a 21-day cleanse. And he's done several cleanses and we're proud of that. And then Yvette, actually when her 21-day cleanse, she's done so well, she went on to write a journal about her 100-day results and sold it on Amazon. So guys, there's so much that you can take advantage of for yourself and improve your life and help others. So here is our game changer. This is our Hemgovy. This formula is a counter's alternative to injectables people are using to lose weight that also has many negative side effects. So if you look at the commercials, and they came up with a new one yesterday that's helping people lose weight faster than Wegovy. And so there is this now contest between which one of these products can help people lose weight faster, but it's not, I don't hear the discussion about how to make them have a healthier lifestyle. What are they doing? Just shooting themselves up and then still eating the same diets they had before? I really don't know. But it's so for our Hemgovy is packed with powerful plant-based ingredients. Hemgovy works synergistically to target key areas of weight management while promoting overall wellness. So the key benefits, it burns fat naturally, it boosts the metabolism, it curbs the appetite, it supports digestive health, and it promotes overall balance. And so guys, here's a more natural, safe way, and it is coming to us in January of 2025. We are talking about the cannabis and the blood type diet. Cannabis reduces inflammation, helps manage stress, and improves digestion. So when you line that up with the blood types, we're looking at each of our blood types has different needs, strengths, and weaknesses. For blood type A, they have a lower stomach acid, they have higher stress, and susceptible to heart disease. Blood type B, susceptibility to autoimmune conditions and nervous system disorders. Blood type O has a higher risk of inflammatory conditions, arthritis, and over-acidity. And then AB has a sensitivity to digestive and immune stressors. By leveraging the properties of CBD and cannabis alongside the blood type diet, individuals may achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to their unique biological predispositions. I remember asking Dr. Prince some time ago, what was the benefit of doing a cleanse? And so he said, well, Margaret, for your products that you're taking in, they're going to be more completely absorbed and you're going to get the better benefits from what you're taking into your body. I was like, oh, okay, thank you for that. So the endocannabinoid system is how cannabinoids work in our bodies. So cannabis is a holistic solution. So the body has an endocannabinoid system that has like 10 centers. It's actually all through our body and in all of our organs. So cannabis has a holistic solution. Unlike pharmaceuticals that often target single symptoms, cannabinoids interact with the ECS, which is our endocannabinoid system, to provide systemic benefits, offering a more natural approach to health and wellness. It brings the body back into balance. And so that's what the CBD does for you guys. And so it works because we have all of these receptors in our bodies that it connects with, and it brings you back into balance. And so I really just love the fact that we have that. And so what is the difference between CBD and THC? CBD is a compound that naturally occurs in the industrial hemp. Out of the more than 85 different cannabinoids, it is the second most common next to Delta-9, which is the THC that makes you high. So unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic. Now, THCA is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. Out of the more than 100 different cannabinoids, THCA is a non-psychotropic psychoactive precursor to THC found in raw cannabis. When heated through smoking, vaping, or cooking, THCA converts into THC, the psychoactive compound. So once again, Wakana began as Wakana, and we were one of the first CBD dispensaries on the south side of Chicago with a growing line of high quality products, personally formulated CBD products. Now we have THCA. So guys, we are early adopters. We have in our CBD products, we have the broad spectrum, which means that the all of the, that has the legal, the broad spectrum has no THC in it. The full spectrum has the legal limit of less than 0.03% of THC in it. We have topicals that are made with CBD, but it doesn't break the blood-brain barriers. So then there's nothing entering your system, but you get the benefit of it. And then we have the gummies, we have pre-rolls. And so our CBD product line is very extensive, guys, and we're very excited and pleased. I couldn't live without it. So what is the raw cannabis trend? As more people turn to raw plant-based diets, THCA fits into the concept of consuming raw cannabis for therapeutic purposes, such as juicing cannabis leaves or flowers. Raw THCA offers the health without the high or impairing cognitive functions. And so, as I said before, do your research because this information is out there. This is not new. It's new to us in terms of kind of sharing it with people, but it's not new. And so we offer it, and these two cans actually carry the same flower in it. We're just offering it in two different looks, but when you look on the website, those are the same size, same cost. And one is just in a pink can for women and a black can for men. So it's particularly strong benefits. People with these illnesses really get the benefit from using the raw flower. Is for arthritis, autoimmune disorder, anti-inflammatory problems, neuroprotective, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, cancer. So guys, what people are finding out is just by ingesting this raw, not cooking it, not smoking it, but that the properties in the THCA is addressing more strongly these issues and problems that people are finding in their body. It's almost, I guess, like having a medical marijuana card, but now you can just get the THC and you're not getting high. If you don't light it, you won't get high. So we have another new product that's called RSO, which is the Rick Simpson oil concentrate. It's a CBD and a THCA via oral syringe. This is a cannabis extract formulation created by a Canadian medical marijuana activist who advocated its use for potential health benefits. Unlike other cannabis products, RSO is made using the whole cannabis plant, which allows it to contain a wide range of cannabinoids, including THC, CBD, and terpenes. Akana formulates their own RSO oil using the standard formula that delivers phenomenal results. So guys, if you have pain, anxiety, sleep disorders, problems, Parkinson's, anti-inflammatory, if you need your, some people don't have appetite because they're on medications and stuff, especially for cancer. It stimulates the appetite. It's neurological, it's antioxidant. So do your own research once again, RSO to see how it can benefit you and especially others with life-altering diagnosis looking for relief and improvement in their condition. So sometimes, guys, this is like people have tried kind of like everything. And so short of just being pumped up with a lot of prescriptions, you might find something very more naturally with something like the RSO. So you want to transform your diet and dramatically improve your health. So we're giving you a variety of options for doing that. So Akana offers a meal plan. We offer meal plans, blood type charts to help you guide you to your better choices. This is the opportunity to take your life in your hands with a lot of support and community for people doing the same things. Guys, we have discussions about how these products are affecting our bodies. And so we're able to help one another. And that's what you need, is a community to support your process as you're going through it. So what are we looking to do? We want to break the cycle of generational illness. So for our fifth area, we want to share the gift of health, inspire others to create generational health with your success story, support your family's unique health journey. Imagine getting the majority of your family paying attention to what they are eating based on their blood type. This could change the dinner table discussions immensely, guys. And that happened for us at Thanksgiving. And it was very, very nice for people to be talking about as we were eating some things we shouldn't be eating, but we also knew that this was a special occasion. And as long as you're not overeating something against your blood type, like you can have it sometimes, but what you eat 80% of the time is what really affects your blood type. So we offer our comprehensive health test. It includes the blood type test kit and the digital download. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But what is the comprehensive health test? It tests your omega-3 panel. It gives you a readout on that, guys. And so you kind of know where you're standing with your omegas. And we know we need the omega-3s added to our bodies. It gives you a gut check so you can get the condition of your gut. Plus, it gives you a whole setup of your vitamins and minerals. It tells you where you're lacking, what you need, what you may be overtaking. That's a very important report. And then we also give you a readout on your heart, your liver, and your kidneys. So this is $1,000 value that Akana is offering. And our special is $189. And so right now, I'm trying to see, when you enroll in one of our auto ships, you can get the comprehensive health test with any auto ship that you have. And your auto ship product can be of any type of product that you know that you don't want to run out of. So then if you add a comprehensive test to it for $50, then you if you want that test, it doesn't even have to be like a flat belly product. It can be any of our products, and you can still get this nice discount on the comprehensive test. But we also know that if you take the test, you're going to go back and get all of the healthy products that you need. The benefit of the comprehensive test will give you insight into where you should stand and begin to point you in the right direction. Guys, it's really a very valuable setup. So we had a 30% off over the Black Friday, and coming up to Black Friday for 30% off. And as of tomorrow night, it's 20% off. We have a new coffee that you might want to try. It's a plant-based coffee. We have essential oils. We have our topicals. We have two types. We have a rollerball and a cream. We have a whole hair care line that all of us use, which is is working with all of our hairs to the point we got heads full of hair. And then our culinary line. I mean, the culinary line, guys, I love it to the point we won't even talk about how much I love the culinary line. So at this point, we did give one testimony, and I want to thank what's her name, Phyllis or Patrice? Patrice for giving us that testimony. Is there anyone that would like to open their mic and give us a quick testimony on any of the products? You can do on the healthy products, or you can do it on the new, if you've tried any of our new line, that would also be okay.
Hi, Margaret. This is Diana. Can you hear me?
Diana, tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're from and what your blood type is.
I am in Lynchburg, Virginia. My blood type is O positive.
There
You
you go.
mentioned as far as our hair care products to save our strands and how
Mhm.
we are all now walking around with fuller heads of hair. I
Uh-huh.
also want to mention too that the 3-in-1 shampoo is excellent for just all over body wash. I know I'm use out shampoo my hair while I'm at the Y, and of course it only takes about a dime, about the size of a dime, a nickel at the most, and a quarter is just too much. And you can shampoo your hair and your whole body. I mean,
Wow.
your entire body. It lathers extremely well. You have this refreshing cleanliness. It smells good. It's just an awesome, that 3-in-1 shampoo. And of course, our conditioner, the detangler, all of that is just absolutely wonderful.
It is amazing. And thank you for that, because I mean, guys, I got this strand that keeps falling in my face, but that's because my hair is so long. When I try to get it trimmed, that little lick still stands there. But some of us are great testimonies to the benefits of using our hair care line. So thank you very, very, very much for that, Diana. Anybody else want to chime in real quick?
Yes, this is Brenda from Virginia, and
What's your blood type? Oh,
my
yeah.
blood type is B. And I
Okay.
just want to say, when I first came to Akana, my interest was in the broad spectrum gummies, because from 40 years old, I never got past 4 hours sleep. So they were talking about these gummies, and I was like, okay, take a quarter of a gummy and you're going to have the best sleep. I got the gummies, and that was the best sleep that I had since I was 40. And I was at 68 when I tried the gummy. And then the next time I had a heart attack, which for sure I did not even know I was having a heart attack at the time. So when I went to the hospital and they did the EKG, which I have had since I was 16. But my point is, a kind of bioscan let me know how much plaque that I had in my arteries. And
Wow.
then when I did the detox, I did 2 21 days, 2 4 days, and 1 7 days. And when I went back to my cardiologist, he could see the plaque moving away. It's not completely out. But 2 years later, I'm on no blood pressure medicine, cholesterol, or blood thinners, all thanks to Akana.
That is
That's
such a
my
testimony.
testimony.
Well, thank you, Brenda, for that, guys. And this is just actually from her being introduced to the company, sticking around, listening to us, learning step by step. And each one of our stories is really very different. I'm going to move on unless there's somebody who is pressing to share with us. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep it moving. Well, thank you, guys. So that was three beautiful testimonies overall. And so we know, because we know that food that heals one can harm another. And so that's what we're going to get, guys. We're going to get a variety of testimonies from people all over in terms of what worked for them and then what happened with other people. So our goal in Akana is to create blue zone communities. So there are 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and live longer than average. And one of them in the United States is in Loma Linda, USA. And the blue zone basically, guys, is where people live well past, say, 80, 85 in their 90s, but they're active. They're not on medication. They're not slumping around. They're actually in active lives in their farms, riding bikes and that kind of thing. So that's what we're looking forward to. So we're going to create blue zones beginning with our own families, neighborhoods, and cities, and to go nationwide and eventually globally, because this is the way that we want to live and catch on to what these people have been doing very naturally all these years. And so for right now, why this market is hot? And we're talking about the THC market. And that's because regulatory momentum and because of regulatory momentum and explosive growth. Due to accessibility and legal status, the global cannabis market is expected to grow from 28 billion in 2021 to over 197 billion by 2028. That's only 4 years from now, guys. While federal legalization of marijuana remains uncertain, the current patchwork of laws creates an opening for products derived from hemp like CBD and THCA. This window of opportunity allows companies to operate and grow with fewer barriers. And so if you were keeping up with, actually Obama started the Farm Bill in 2014, and then Trump put it into effect in 2018. And that's when all the CBD companies really came into effect. And that's when in Illinois, they offered, what was it, 78 licenses, and everybody went after them. And the same people who always get the licenses got it. But kind of had put in for a license. We didn't get it, but we didn't just plan on doing the license for the legal marijuana. We wanted the CBD because we knew that it was already regulated, it was already approved. And so we went with that. So right now there's a whole nother hot market for the THCA. And so you want to catch those trends, and Arcana is an early adopter. And so that's why we brought these new products on. So our plan is, our goal overall is to help 1.5% of the United States to get with eating right for their blood type. So remember the book, Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So what if people adopted that philosophy? Who knows where we would be as a country? Because we could affect 5 million people. Imagine helping 5 million people learn their blood type with something as small as a starter kit. So at $50 per auto ship. So if people purchase an item over and over, that equals 250 million in sales, and that's monthly. That is what we call reoccurring income, which actually is how you create residual income, similar to an artist that does something once well and continues to get paid for it. That's called residuals, guys. That's exciting, and that's what Arcana is going for. If, however, 80% of the people reject you, we would still impact 1 million people. Guess what? You can play a part in this campaign. Just get the contact tracking form from our app and begin to keep track of your sales. It's only going to work if you work it. And so according to Harvard Business School, the first 100,000 people to 150,000 people involved in a business will earn up to 80% of the wealth of the company. And Arcana is still in our formulation period, guys. So we have a nice ways to go, and we want to offer that opportunity for you to get right in there with us. Harvard Business School also shared that to select a company at least 18 months old, 90% of companies fail in their first 18 months. Arcana will be 6 years old in April of 2025. So we have proven and bypassed that stat. Also, according to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it is a great opportunity. If less than 100,000 people, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. And guess what, guys? Arcana is an opportunity of a lifetime. And so what we want to share with you guys is that we know that there are 3 types of people listening to this presentation. Person number 1 says, I want to try the products, and they become customers. Person number 2 says, I like what I heard, but I have some questions, and that's fine. Person number 3 says, I'm all in. I want the products and the opportunity. So please get with the person who invited you, order your products, get your questions answered, and or join the team. We say welcome. And then thank you guys for joining us tonight. I am going to stop my share and open up to the gallery. Hey, faces. While you're doing the presentation, guys, you don't really get a chance to see the